Hiya fellas again. It's always nice to see in Shikari whenever I can. In both the UK or the US, I wanted to review their most recent album, Nothing Is True and Everything Is Possible. I know I reviewed fondly of your last album, Spark. I'm a big fan of Take to the Skies and Common Dreads. So I wanted to do the honour and mention on behalf that you've done another good job as well, especially with songs like Satellites, Marionettes, The King. I definitely like the strong electronic bassy elements, especially from the sound. I know a lot of that's a Ralph Reynolds idea, but yeah, that's the charm of it. But I always love what Chris does on the bass. Rob Rolfe, he's a cheeky chappy. I've always met him a few times. He always likes to talk to me mum whenever we come along. He's a hilarious person. And Rory with the guitar, he could be the next Slade for all I care. Oh no, I just said it. Hope you take to it. You can even mention on Kerrang! For all I know. For the most part, if you haven't heard this album, give it a try. I haven't heard too many songs at this time because of coronavirus and also my schedule. But you'll definitely like this album, especially if you like The Spark. Or even for that matter, the Mindsweep. It's got a more sort of easier going edge to the sound as it is. It's very sort of quirky and futuristic, but not quite as much as Spark. But a lot more than Mindsweep is the best way to explain it. And there are also little vignettes or interludes in this particular album that also have string instrumentation elements and also play like a sort of Boards of Canada, taiko coda of things that makes it all the more interesting and charming. Tool done that with their most recent album that they've done in a long time called Fear Inoculum. So maybe Ral, listening to whatever he listens to, probably thought, yeah, I'll just give this a try while I rant on about the way the things are. And the NHS and Jeremy Corbyn and Donald Trump and the rise of right-wing populism in the US and the UK and throughout Europe and how everything's going to pot, Brexit and all that. I tell you right now, there's a fella who I know, his name's Headsmoke. He kind of resembles me, I don't know. But he also goes by MXQ, and he does the same thing too with his music as well. I think positioning Most Dangerous Album in the World, which is the most recent project that he's done alongside Nothing Is True and Everything Is Possible, would be an honour in its own right to include those two together, because they're very good albums. For the next album, I'll probably be listening to Slave for Mods' All That Glue. And knowing them, they're a hilarious bunch. And Shikari doesn't use quite as much out there humour. They tend to reflect it more for their music videos, especially with Dreamer's Hotel, which is quite surreal. But not quite as surreal as Panting Frisk or Arguing with Thermometers. Or for them, out for that matter, their first music video, Sorry You're Not a Widow, which I saw on Kerrang! And MTV2 growing up. Back in Buckinghamshire, I saw them at their first show over in Aylesbury. I don't remember what the venue was. I think they closed it, and it was back in May or June 2007. That was a really long time ago, and I have stuck by them ever since. Like Boards of Canada or Gorillas. I call them my personal friends. So I hope to hear from you. If you do like this video, shout it out to the rest of the world. Skinny Ebert signing off. Until next time, keep on watching. Peace.